Hello and welcome to Untwisted Threads. This is Kremke Soul Wool Morning Salutation. This 51% Lyocell, 49% cotton yarn features 27 colors. The colorway that we chose is number 23. This 50 gram skein with 110 meters or 120 yards works up as a DK weight yarn. The suggested gauge on 3 to 4 millimeter needles is 20 stitches in 28 rows per 4 inches or 10 centimeters. For our swatch, I'll be using a 4 millimeter needle size. Currently, this yarn is available online, which you can shop with our link down below. In today's video, we're going to review and score Kremke Soul Wool Morning Salutation using our 4 categories, which are traction, softness, durability, and cost, to help you decide if this is the best yarn for you and your next project. If you've ever wished you could actually feel the yarns we talk about, we totally get it. Screens just don't do it justice. That's why we created a monthly yarn sampler card on Patreon. Every month we send out 6 mini yarn samples so you can explore new textures, fibers, and brands from home. And the best part, your first month is totally free, so you can try it out and see if it helps you discover what you really love to knit with. The link is in the description if you'd like to check it out. Let's get started. For traction, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. Pretty much as soon as I cast on, it split. The yarn structure isn't super tight, so your needles could separate the plies if you aren't paying attention, especially on faster rows. That being said, the blend of lyocell and cotton made the yarn feel smooth and cool in my hands. It didn't drag on the needles or my hands, causing no irritation, which can sometimes happen with a pure cotton. It also had a subtle, soft shine that didn't feel dry or squeaky. We did run into a knot in the skein, which is always a little disappointing, but overall the traction felt pretty decent. For softness, we give it a score of 4.2 out of 5. This yarn is a 51% Tencel Lyocell, 49% cotton blend, which creates a fabric that's smooth, breathable, and soft without being overly slippery. The Lyocell adds a cool, silky touch, while the cotton gives it structure and a gentle matte finish. Compared to other plant-based yarns that we've reviewed, we found this one to be softer than Drop Saffron and not quite as soft as Cascade Yarn's Ultra Pima. I'd say it's pretty comparable to Dale Garn Lurkey. For a micron count or softness scale rating, we'd estimate it to be around a 21, which is similar to a merino yarn. Yes, I know this isn't a merino, but the qualities of the Lyocell definitely soften the cotton content. We especially liked how it felt, light and airy with a slight sheen, making it perfect for summer garments or layering pieces. After blocking, it didn't soften much more, but it didn't really need to, as it was already fairly soft next to skin. For durability, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. Yes, cotton lyocell blend yarns can be durable, but it depends on the specific blend and how it's cared for. Lyocell itself is known for its strength and durability, particularly when wet. However, it can be delicate and prone to damage from high heat and rough handling. Cotton, on the other hand, can be durable as well, especially high-quality, long staple cotton, but it can also be susceptible to pilling. We ran our standard durability test on the swatch, and it held up pretty impressively. Only one small pill ball formed. That's better than many other cotton or cotton blend yarns that we've tested, which often show wear quickly. It kept its stitch definition and shape well, even after handling and blocking. So if you're thinking about making something that'll be worn and washed frequently, we think this yarn has the strength to handle it without looking tired after a few wears. For cost, we give it a score of 4 out of 5. For being a 50 gram skein, you can expect to pay $4.75 US per skein. That breaks down to about 4 cents per yard, meaning a size medium sweater quantity would cost approximately $52. That puts it in a nice middle ground, not a budget yarn, but definitely not high-end luxury either. Considering the quality of the materials, Lyocell isn't cheap to produce, and how nice the yarn knits up, we think it's a great value. Overall, we give Kremke Soul Wool Morning Salutation a score of 4.05 out of 5. It's cool, soft, and breathable, ideal for warm weather knits and delicate garments that still need to hold their shape. The slight spitting and that knot in the skein kept it from being perfect, but those were small trade-offs for a yarn that feels pretty good and performed fairly well. Have you used Kremke Soul Wool Morning Salutation yarn before? What yarn would you like for us to do a review on next? We would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's review, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.